Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good. Okay. So today we are going to learn accountancy. So better take and open your accountant, that is fifth lesson, trial balance. Okay. Trial balance you can turn. We have completed 4 lessons. The fifth lesson is also a very simple and easy only, related to the previous lessons. Understand? With the previous lesson we learnt ledger accounts and balancing them. That balances will be written in the trial balance. Balances from the ledger accounts will be transferred to the trial balance. So there we have debit balance and credit balance in the ledger accounts, isn't it? Debit balance means to balance brought down. Credit balance means by balance brought down. So these two balances will be written. It is a form of statement. Trial balance is a form of statement. Statement means it will contain only one page. Okay, here only the name of accounts are particulars. Name of accounts, then debit, credit. Only 3 column. Okay. Only 3 column. One is name of accounts, the other one debit, credit. Sometimes they will write LF also. Sometimes they will write or sometimes they will not write. Okay. Then here you have to write. If it is cash in hand, we will write cash in hand. There it will be a debit balance. Okay. Then cash at bank. That also will be a debit balance. Or if it is bank overdraft, if it is credit balance, we have to write as bank overdraft, credit side. Okay. Then all the assets, debtors, debit balance. Then creditors, it will show credit balance. Then purchases, debit balance. Then sales, it shows credit balance. Then purchase returns or returns outwards. Purchases debit means purchase returns credit balance. Sales credit, so sales returns or returns inwards. That is debit balance. Okay, then the fixed assets, land, building, then furniture, fittings, then office equipments, that means computer, fax machine, telex, whatever it is. Okay, office equipments, all these shows debit balance. Okay, then closing stock, debit balance. Okay, then bills receivable, debit balance. Okay, then if all the assets debit balance, all the liabilities credit balance. Liabilities, the capital, credit. But drawings, debit. Drawings, debit. Okay. Then other liabilities. Loan, any loan from bank, any loan, okay, that is credit balance. Then sundry creditors we have already entered. Then bills payable, it is liabilities. Okay, bills payable. Bank overdraft we have entered, isn't it? Credit side. So loan, bills payable, sundry creditors, all these are showing credit balances. Okay, so we should know first what are the items available. Then all the expenses, or nominal account, debit all expense and losses. So all the expenses, what? Wages, then salaries, stationery, then any that factory expenses, all the factory expenses, maybe fuel, coal, gas, lighting, okay, then octroi, then carriage inward. Then what is carriage inward? The expenses which are incurred to bring the raw materials in the factory. Okay, that factory expenses. Carriage inward, then customs duty, import duty, any other, all kind of import duties. Okay, then all the other office expenses. Office expenses, their salary, stationery, then printing, postage, then rent of office, electricity bill for office. Okay, all these are the expenses, all kind of expense, any distribution expenses, selling expense, all selling and distribution expenses. Then all the loss, bad debts. Okay, then discount allowed. All these are having debit balance. Okay, then all the income here, rent received, discount received, rent received, discount received, any dividend received. All these are the income, so we need to credit. Okay, all the assets must be debited, all the liabilities will be credited. Then all expenses will be debited, all income must be credited. Then purchases debit, sales credit, purchase returns credit, sales returns debit. Okay, in that way you can remember. Now we have learned what are the accounts we need to debit, what are the accounts we need to credit. Okay, now we will learn what is the purpose, why we are preparing this trial balance. Here, by finding out the balance in the ledger account, we can know what are the details of that particular account. All the details can be known from that account. Now, details of all accounts can be known from the trial balance. Okay, from the trial balance, we can know all the details of all accounts, summary of all accounts. Okay, for example, in rent received, how much we have, or loan, how much we have, how many creditors we have need to pay, how many debtors they need to pay for us. So all these things we can find out. Then we are entering all the debit and credit. Here we prepare the journal entries with the help of double entry system, isn't it? Double entry system we are preparing. Following the double entry system only we prepare the journal entries. So that is the first step, preparing journal or the subsidiary books that we will learn in the next lesson. Subsidiary book, instead of writing journal entries one by one, we will summarize everything and we will prepare the subsidiary books. That is the first step. Okay, steps of the process of accounting or process of accounting. First one is preparing journal entry or entering in the subsidiary books. Next one, preparing ledger accounts or posting, that we have done, isn't it? Posting and balancing, isn't it? That is the second step we have learned, the second process of accounting. Now, the third process of accounting is what? Preparing trial balance. Okay. So, third process is preparing trial balance. So, here in the journal, all the journal entries are posted in the ledger accounts. That balances are written in the trial balance. So, here it has two columns, one debit and the other one credit, isn't it? Both the amount column will be same. Okay, when you add, the amount will be same amount. Here if it is 1 lakh, here also we will get 1 lakh. So we can conclude our calculation is correct. Okay, so we have prepared the journal entries and we have entered all the journal entries posted in the ledger accounts, and from there we have entered all the accounts here. But we cannot conclude at a stretch that our calculations are very correct, because if we omit one full transaction, so it has one debit and the corresponding and equal credit, isn't it? So if we omit one transaction, for example, one transaction, cash sales, 10,000. If we have not entered this in the journal entry and we have not posted that one in the ledger accounts, and that ledger balances we have not entered in the trial balance, it will not show any difference. Here 10,000 will get reduced, so we will get 90,000, here also 90,000. So what we may conclude, okay, what we have done is correct. Okay, but whether it is correct, whether any errors made, yes, we have made one, complete omission of transaction. Complete omission. If complete omission takes place, that will not affect the trial balance. So we cannot conclude if there is any that equal of debit and credit, then there may not be any error. No, there will be error, but that may be detected. But if there is difference in the debit and credit balance, then we can say we have made some error. Understand? So immediately we have to check it out. So from this, after preparing this trial balance only, we will prepare the final accounts. The next stage of accounting, final accounts. Okay, final accounts also prepared. So it is the basis for preparation of final accounts. Because in the trading and profit and loss account, we will take all the nominal account balances, expense and expense, losses, gains and income. Then the assets liabilities will be entered in the balance sheet. So from the trial balance only we will prepare the final accounts, and it is prepared usually trial balance, you know, every month we will balance and we will write the opening, and at the end of the year, at the end of the financial year or accounting year, we will prepare the trial balance, and then from the trial balance we will prepare the financial statements. Okay, financial statements. Financial statements are trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. Okay, that we will prepare. So here we have learned the theory portion and all the details. So I will today mark and give some of the question answers and you can learn them. Okay, then tomorrow I will continue with the problems. Okay, students. What is trial balance? It is there in the front page. Okay, trial balance. Here we can write the points. First one, trial balance is a statement up to a particular date. Then you write it is arranged in the form of debit and credit columns placed side by side. Okay, that's all, full stop. Then and you strike out. Then here you write it is prepared with the object of checking the arithmetical accuracy of entries. That means the whether that addition, subtraction, everything is correct. That is arithmetical accuracy of entries made in the books of accounts. Then that is the third point. Strike out this and too. Then here you write it facilitates. Yes, it facilitates the preparation of financial statements. That we can mark. Okay, 3-4 points. Then format of trial balance. Format of trial balance here. Serial number, name of account or particulars, LF, debit balance, credit balance. Okay, they never ask but you should know. Format. Then objectives of preparing trial balance. What I have explained only given here. Okay, all the objectives. 3 mark here. 4 points available. Okay, mark all those 4 points. Then limitations. Limitations in the next after the objectives. Limitations given. Okay, this question 5 points available. Okay, then this one, trial balance is only a prima facie evidence of the arithmetical accuracy of records. Do you agree with the statement? Give reason. That one in the limitation, 5th point. Okay, limitation, 5th point. Okay, mark that one and study the specimen of a trial balance. Okay, which balance? All these debit balance. Okay, then see up to say wages debit balance, the remaining credit balance. If you study this one, it will be easy for you to do problems. Okay, okay students, so learn these question answers and you see here carriage inward, which is balance, debit balance. Carriage outward is one of the expense, purchases. Here, interest received, income, so credit. Drawings, debit, personal account. Carriage inward, expense. Bad debts, loss, debit. Discount received, credit balance. Sales, credit, sales returns, debit. Isn't it? Then, sales, credit. Interest paid, debit, expense. Capital, credit. Purchase returns, credit. Okay, they may ask you, giving some items, whether it shows debit balance or credit balance. Then how many problems I have to check with your book. Then afterwards I will start doing problems. Okay students, so learn these question answers and try to learn the specimen of the trial balance. Okay students, thank you very much.